Got a vision, get entertainment. You know the rules. You definitely know how the fuck we play. Another album review. First of all, I want to say a lot before I start this album review. I want to take my hat off to this gentleman who's been preserving us, serving us, and keeping it strong since '92. I mean, you gotta look at the history. When you heard Back to the Grill Again, when you heard that record, it was automatically, time just froze. That minute, however long that verse lasted, time froze. The whole New York said, yo, who the fuck is this? And so you gotta understand, when that Back in the Grill Again verse hit, you gotta understand, Nas did that verse and then he disappeared for like damn near a year. And it was like, what the fuck was that? Who was that? What's going on? It was quiet for a little bit. Then, Ralph McDaniels, if y'all not from New York, a lot of y'all not gonna get this, but Ralph McDaniels did a whole like show about this dude, and it was crazy because you gotta understand at the time we heard a verse or two, the world was like, what the fuck? And it came to the projects, all these top-notch producers was on this man line, talking about they giving beats, Pete Rock, Large Professor, Q-Tip, you know the names. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on, etc., right? And it was to the point where it was like, oh, who the fuck is this? And you gotta understand at this time, bootlegging was very, very strong. So a lot of us, because you know the album officially dropped in '94 of April, a lot of us heard the album in '93. Keep it a stack. You know, bootleg was doing their thing. So when it came out, finally it hit the surface, it was refreshing. But you gotta understand, a year later, hearing it, it was like, yo, this is the best thing. So, you know, it was the good. I wanted to see where his career was going to progress. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a Rakim feel, you know what I'm saying? Mixed with a little bit of Kool G rap. But, you know, Nas was always doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? And gradually, as his career blossomed, you know, I'm going to keep it 100. There's a lot of things, a lot of times, you know, I might not have been moving with him, or I was upset at the movements he was making. Like, it was written to me, you know, after we had the pleasure of Illmatic and it came out, it was written. I was a little highly upset at it, man. Very highly upset, man. I thought it was like fantasy based. You know, he had the pink suit on in the Street Dreams video, Mafioso. So I'm like, yo, man, you just came out of Queensbridge. Where we going? You know, the commercial politics I wasn't too thrilled with. Then he came back with I Am, and I was so happy to see him in the projects with a Premier beat. And I was like, yeah, this is the level that I like Nas on. This is where Nas should be at his career. The album with Platinum, I was happy with it. Nostradamus came out. It was a little one of his weakest albums of his catalog. I wasn't too thrilled to this Shorty with Your Ice shit. Really pissed me off. So I'm thinking Nas is falling off the waistline. You know what I'm saying? His moms got sick. Started to leave the rap game alone. Started to fall back a little bit. Jay-Z was getting his ass. I'm like, man, this is not looking good. Hot 97 had a show, Takeoff, the Takeover session spot, like a little hour. You know, they played a Takeoff beat. And now it's looking like a laughing stock. Then he came with Ether. And once again, like I said, when we heard back to the grill again. Once again, this man froze time with Ether. He froze fucking time where the world was like, yo, what the fuck is this? We ain't gonna break down Nas' career. We ain't gonna do that. That's too long. We ain't got time for all that. But what I'm saying is, I watched this man since 92. There's been ups, there's been downs. But I'm here to say this now. God damn it. Mark my words and fuck marking my words. This is all truth, living in Zach. Nas is the greatest MC of all times. I put my hands down. I'm through it trying to figure out who's the best, who's doing this. I'm giving it to Nas. This is why I'm giving it to Nas. See, you gotta understand, right? The era that Nas came from, my era, the best era hip-hop can ever have. There's never gonna, I don't care what music genre, I don't give a fuck what come out, I don't give a fuck what era, I don't give a fuck how many years later. There's no genre that can, no era that can fuck with anything from the 90s. The whole 90s. It's no other era fucking with it. So to come out of that era, now we're talking 30 years ago, right? Let's look at all the rappers from the 90s. Currently, all the rappers from the 90s right now. You got Busta Rhymes. You got Fat Joe. We got Snoop Dogg. I'm talking about that still from then and now. That's that active that has a career. Right? It's a lot, right? It's a few. My point is, there's not too many MCs that still reach the Billboard. Okay, he sold 29,000 copies. That's cool, but goddamn it. Like I said, I don't know a motherfucker from 1992 that's still going platinum in 2022. I don't know that, right? I say this to say that the fact that King's Disease series, it held so much weight. One was good. I was satisfied with one. Two, I was good with two. Magic came out. Instant classic. I said, this man, what the fuck is this? And then you come back with King's Disease 3? What Nas did in these past 2 years is impeccable. And I just don't know any MC that's on this level, because I say this to say this, right? We got KRS-One, of course, right? But KRS, he's been dropping music. He got more albums than Nas, but how's it been for the last 2 years for KRS? There's one album that the Protest album, that album was hard. He dropped the album this year too. I played it once, and I'm the biggest KRS fan. I used to always say KRS is the best, period. But the way that Nas is on it lately, hands down. Let's start this album review. You know what I'm saying? King's Disease 3. God damn, man. I mean, the way this album starts off, you know, Ghetto Reporter, basically Nas giving his stance on where he's at in the game and where he's currently at. And he's basically saying, like, and it was one line that he did say, he was like, and it's crazy, we were just talking about this. He was saying how, you know, people enjoy KD 1, 2, Magic is better than both of them, and I agree. And he said KD 3 is harder than all of them. Now, mind you, this is the first song on King's Disease where he says this in a verse. And I remember, because when he says this, the album is barely making a minute long. It's just probably making a minute long when he expressed that, right? So when he says that, it all, like a thought went in my head. Like, I said to myself, that's a bold statement, black man, to make, because Magic was unbelievable. The fact that he beat that is unbelievable. So I said, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, that's a bold statement. But guess what? Nas was right. Because, as the album delays and goes stronger and picks up and goes down and further down, it just, the strength of it gets stronger and stronger. Like when Legit comes on, the album is like opening up. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying, like, get your shit right, get your business right, go legit. Stop trying to do the wrong thing, Even at one point in his life, he was saying, who would thought that Nas would be legit? Who would thought Nas would have a ring business that grossed in so much money, like Hennessy deals, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? This is what he brings with Legit. And then the album get real crazy with Thun Track. It's like a fusion of the RZA and Havoc and Premier just met up in the studio and say, yo, let's do this. And that's crazy because that's not what it was. This is all Hit Boy. Like when Thun comes on, it's so strong, the beat, the flow, the concentrating verses that he put, because Nas is a very thoughtful MC. You can tell he hears it, he vibes it, then he feels out and he thinks about word for word that what he says. He probably go over his verses 100 times before he spit it to the world. Like, I'm just assuming, not saying that he does. And then when you get to that Michael and Quincy track, that's when all hell breaks loose. Because the production, how it switches up consistently, the shit that he's saying, the vibe of the record, the tone of the record is very strong. Like I'm not gonna even like go back and forth on how great the record is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let you hear it because god damn, man, that the blend of the production and the lyrics, just listen to it, yo. Michael and Quincy, god damn it. One of my favorite tracks on the album. Yeah. Get your ears up de-virginized. While the music is Eardrums de-virginized from the words of mine. Just a word of advice, you can't murder Nas. All my niggas certified, we got certain ties. Streets was the office, we didn't need a shirt and tie. AMI, weather like the Virgin Isles. I ain't got no jury on, cause I made of ice. Element surprise, but with the passing of price. To Portofino, sitting high on the cliff. From a younger dude with a crew, and we was working the shift. Your South Park cartoon characters, I'm convinced they never been scared to death while staying calm in a twist. I creeped in a jean jacket, headband, and Nikes. I ain't like to dodge fights as I rode my bike, and I was looking at these people thinking they just might make me come out my. What the fuck is that? Nas, now let's hold on to you. Nas, what the fuck are you doing? Why at almost 50 years old you're making level rap like this? Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing? How? Hit Boy, I blame you. It's your fault. Motherfuckers awoken the giant, and Nas is just stepping on the game, right? Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, yo. He got the game on the chokehold, brother. Right? What? Nas, you gotta let go, man. You gotta put a little pressure off the neck, man. You're hurting us out here, Nas. You're hurting us. God damn. Then 30, basically just talking about track 30, track number 5 is just basically talking about, his long, beautiful, lavish career and be able to be, fly this long, rapping this long, dope this long. Just basically, Hood to Hood, another beautiful track, man. Like, hopefully, he put a video for Hood to Hood. It's very graphic. I think of, like, so many things when I hear the record. Like, you can put Nas in all different hoods across America. That's how that video gotta be shoot. Like you gotta shoot it in the Bronx, you gotta shoot it in Queensbridge, you gotta shoot it in Compton, you gotta shoot it in Atlanta, you gotta shoot it in Chicago. You gotta shoot the video on all these places. You know what I'm saying? And the people in God's willing's name, we gotta watch and protect Nas at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Nas is good. He can go anywhere in the hood. We gotta watch and protect and pray for Nas at all times. You know what I'm saying? That Hood to Hood record is a beautiful record. Recession Proof comes on. Very dusty, old, dirty, grungy, heavy bassline beat coming in. And Nas is just saying, you can't be moving sloppy out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on point. Nobody's recession proof. You can be getting caught up in the shit. So have your shit together. Can't be out here moving sloppy. Reminisce track, it feels great. Got the reminiscent Mary J. Blige vibe. She's not on it, but you can tell they sampled her stuff. And it's beautiful because he's basically talking about reminiscing, but he's not dwelling on things about the past too much because right now he's in the moment of how great his career is now. And he's like, I don't want to reminisce because what we doing now is very lit, him and Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the vibe. Sirius is an interlude basically dealing with, a female, older female that's attracted to him, and she see the greatness of Nas. She want to fuck with him. She's a little older. She gave him a Shirley Easton type vibe. And the OG was like, yo, she willing to give it up to you, but young man, what you gonna do? Like, she had a man at the situation. You know what I'm saying? Dope interlude, On Fire, great song. Another Hit Boy production, and WTH SMH. This is like when Nas get real creative with the flow. And that was dope, like, and the beat, him, Hit Boy, and Jam Sport, they got real busy on the production. And then, like, the most important song of the album is Once a Man, Twice a Child. This song is so important that we're gonna have to play it. Just listen to the words.
Old timer told me. Yeah.
Got a vision, get at the table, you know the rules, you know how the fuck we play, you heard?
I'm like, once a man, twice a child. Once a man, twice a child. And it's like a baby again. Strong motherfucker when you're young. I ducked the razor, ducked some punches, even ducked the gun. Nintendo duck cut, I ducked police, I had to run. Meanwhile, when you get old, you might become futile. My old style is a rough for my new style. My old girl dope, but I love my new girl. So whenever slow down, this merry-go-round called life. I was a youngster with a fever, moms brought cold ice, and I was young scared. She ain't care, she made me fight. 52, sweet you, hang me correct. When I get old, I hope that I can stay this fly. Once a man, twice a child. From mama's boy to preschool to college to now employed, now you on.
Listen, man. I ain't gotta tell you how much this album is great. I ain't gotta tell you how much this album is superior. Got the game right on lock. Let me tell you something, man. It's a strong possibility Nas might have the best album in 2023. Straight up, yo. This album's gonna stretch straight through 2023. Summertime, I see niggas still playing this shit. That's how much strength that this album has. Yo, it's a classic. You did it again, Nas. I'm thinking like Nas probably got 5 to 6 albums classic in his catalog. You know what I'm saying? You're looking good, Nas. Salute you. You dropped another classic project, and I'm definitely fucking with King's Disease 3. If you haven't heard it, you're playing yourself. Got a bitch, get at the team. You know the rules. You know how the fuck we play.